Hello everyone, this is Mystic Goddess with your general reading. So today we're going to see how the person who is thinking about you truly feels about you currently. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign, so feel free to switch the energies around as needed. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into these messages. Give me messages please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading. When it comes to the person who is thinking of my viewers, what are that person's true feelings toward my viewers currently when it comes to love? What are that person's true feelings toward my viewers currently when it comes to love? 2 more shuffles. All right, so let's see what comes out here. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. There's something that they're wanting to expose. It's also giving energy of them feeling optimistic in regards to the connection. The two of you could have been withdrawn from one another. They've been contemplating and they want to find their way back to you. There could have come a point in time when they were not as optimistic about things working out between the two of you. But now that they've done some self-reflecting, they feel like the two of you will be able to find each other again. And what I mean by that is there could have come a point in time when you felt like you didn't know them anymore, or they were just completely different than the person you initially met. So they want to find their way back to your heart. With the 5 of Cups being in reverse, they could be a bit worried that you've gotten over them, okay? They think that you've accepted things for what they are and you're focusing on moving on with your life. For some of you, this person has been trying to find peace. It's also giving energy of them looking at the positives when it comes to life. So there was a point in time when their energy was gloomy. They may have been thinking a lot about things that they've done wrong, what has gone wrong in their life. But there could be something that happened that could have rejuvenated the spark within them. So they're seeing the little positives in life as of now. But they're also seeing positives when it comes to the connection between the two of you. At the top of the deck, we have the 4 of Swords in reverse. So if they've been distant, I do see them wanting to recover the connection. For a few of you, this person has been getting over some type of illness. With the 4 of Swords being in reverse along with the Sun card, they could come in letting you know that they're not over you. They've been restless. It's also giving energy of them releasing some of their negative thoughts, okay? So like I said, if they've been isolating themselves from you, I see them finding their way back. Give me more. Whatever the two of you have been through, they're optimistic in regards to there being a recovery. I see them also wanting to come in and speak their truth, okay? All right, we have the 7 of Wands and we also have the 4 of Pentacles here. So they're viewing you as someone who's protecting yourself, protecting your heart to be exact, okay? They're looking at you as someone who's holding back, but they haven't given up on this connection. They're possessive when it comes to you, okay? They don't want anyone else having access to your energy. It's also giving energy of this person wanting to be viewed as someone who's more stable than they used to be. Also, they know that it's not going to be easy, but at the same time, they know that it's worth it. So they want to come in fighting for this. Give me more. For some of you, this person feels like you saved them in some way. Now, that's going to be different for all of you, okay? They could have had a me against the world type of mentality where they had their guard up. They may have thought that everyone was out to get them, but they feel like you saved them in some way. You may have shown them that everyone is not the same. We have the Three of Pentacles, and that card came out crossing but somewhat in reverse. So there's been a lack of cohesion between the two of you. It's also giving energy of some of you not feeling motivated to make things work. It's almost like you no longer, I don't want to say you don't see positives when it comes to them, but it could be that the bad outweigh the good. For others of you, you know the truth in regards to them, and you view them as someone who doesn't do their part, or they're just not a team player. With the Strength card being here, I feel like you found your inner strength. It's also giving energy of some of you holding back, and you're focusing on your own life as of now. There is a really strong connection between the two of you. And deep down, this person thinks that you'll be able to get through anything that you go through. They think that you'll be able to get through it. They don't want to throw away the progress that the two of you have made with one another, but they may have taken something too far, or you look at them as someone who's corrupt, someone who's dishonest. For some of you, even though they do want to persevere, some of you may look at them as someone who avoids accountability, or they've treated you unfairly in some way. You may have even put in more effort to make things work than they have. Yeah, this is giving energy of someone who just sits back and do nothing, all while you put in the effort to make the relationship work. For some of you, even though they've lied, even though they've treated you unfairly, this person is hoping that you'll be patient with them. They want to come in and show you that they've made some type of progress in their life. With the Two of Pentacles being in reverse, along with the Five of Wands in reverse, they want to come out of conflicts, or they want to avoid conflicts with you. It's almost like they want to come in and call a truce. They want to agree to disagree. They want the two of you to cooperate with one another. But see, I feel like you're always the one who ends up overextending. This is someone who knows that they dropped the ball. They've made a mess of the relationship between the two of you, and so they want to come in and clean things up. But some of you may view this person as someone who's overwhelming to deal with. With the Four of Wands being here, they do want to be with you. They're also still in love with you, but it's giving energy of this person maybe taking things too far during an argument, or they use your feelings against them. Not use them. How can I put this? They use your feelings against you, okay? For some of you, this person may have tried to bully you on an emotional level, or they've made it seem as though you're just too sensitive. There's some type of argument or fight that the two of you had in the past, and it's blocking the connection from moving forward. They've either done too much, or they took something too far. It's almost like they were mistaking your compassion, your good heart, for weakness. For some of you, this person thinks that you're stuck on things that they've done in the past, and that's the reason why the two of you haven't been able to move forward. For others of you, this is going to be very specific. Please don't force it to fit. You may look at this person as someone who needs to get off of someone else's lap. Okay? It's giving kind of lapdog type of energy. There could be someone that they've known for a very long time, or someone who raised them, someone that they grew up living in a home with, and they're still kind of on that person's lap, still on that person's breast. And you're looking at them as someone who needs to be more independent, okay? Also, there's something about you that's really intimidating for this person. They may be looking at times when you were able to support them in the past, times when you were there for them, but they couldn't give you the same in return. That's intimidating for them, and it also makes them insecure. So yeah, for a few of you, this person needs to get their ducks in a row. They tend to mix up details, or they don't always tell things the right way. For example, let's say if the two of you had an argument, or even if they had an argument with someone else, they'll either leave out details or they'll make up details to go along with the story. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I feel like it's hard to resolve things with this person because of that. They'll either downplay your experience, invalidate your feelings, or they keep doing the same things over and over again. Some of you do want to move forward with this person, but I feel like every time you try and reconcile with them, something always ends up causing the two of you to be in a state of conflicts with one another. It's like you operate out of love, out of compassion, and they operate out of conflict and survival, maybe even struggle. Some of you do not want to reconcile with this person. You may have already moved on. Others of you are kind of stuck on this person to an extent. You have tried to move forward, but you always end up getting pulled back into a cycle. Give me another card. What are this person's true feelings toward my viewers? Also, if they're the type who tends to juggle, or if this person has a bit of a wandering eye, I do see them reevaluating that, okay? They could feel like dealing with more than one person, entertaining more than one person has caused their life to be chaotic, or it's just gotten to the point where it's overwhelming for them. For a few of you, if they are the type who tend to entertain other people, I wouldn't be surprised if they have mixed things up in some way. And what I mean by that is, for example, they could mean to send a text message to you, but they send it to the other person. Or either they're talking to you, but they say something that happened with the other person, but they make it seem as though that happened between the two of you when it didn't. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised if they've even called someone else your name. It's just coming out like they mix up phone calls, they mix up text messages, or they mix up events. We have the Knight of Wands, and it came out crossing. So they definitely need to work on self-control. This is also someone who needs to learn to be more patient. For some of you, they feel like you're no longer energetic toward them. And what I mean by that is you don't go out of your way to try and make things work, or you're not as quick to come up with ideas for the two of you to enjoy each other's company spontaneously, okay? For some of you, they feel like they're not able to piss you off the way that they used to. They're not able to charm you the way that they used to. But for others of you, this person could have been looking for you to save the day and you didn't. So there is something that they may have needed help with and you didn't help them. Or there could have been a time when they were seeking validation through you, but you didn't give it. This could have been recently, or it's going to happen in the near future. I feel like you were always fighting for the connection, but they're viewing you as someone who's not really fighting for it anymore. Okay? There could have even been some of you who would be a bit passive aggressive toward them, and now there's just nothing. You're really indifferent, or at least you appear to be that way. At the top of the deck, we have the Tower card. We also have the Ten of Wands. Ooh. So there's a lot of upheaval going on at the moment in this person's life. There's a part of them that feels as though they destroyed the connection because they went too far or they did too much. Now, if you notice, the person on the Ten of Wands is still holding the wands, even though they're overburdened. So it lets me know that even though they put you through a lot of trauma, even though they have done things that cause chaos and upheaval, they're still hoping that you're holding on to the connection. Okay? Give me one more card. Also, the angel number 1616 could be significant for some of you, so you may want to research that angel number. All right? Or 777 could be significant for some of you. We have the Six of Wands, and we also have the Eight of Pentacles here. So they're coming in to win you over, but they're viewing you as someone who's turning your back on them, or they feel like they're not going to be able to meet your standards. They view you as someone who is of quality, of high quality to be exact. Okay? I feel like some of you are mastering yourself in some way. You've really been working on yourself, or you're working towards something. Success is right on your heels. Some of you may have already accomplished something in particular, okay? But if you've been working on yourself, or if there's something you've been trying to build, something that you've been trying to accomplish, it's going to come in out of nowhere and you're not really going to see it coming. You're going to be too focused on achieving something in particular, or you're just going to be focused on work. With the Chariot card being here, they're hoping that the two of you will be able to move forward and turn this relationship around, but some of you are uninterested. For others of you, this person could come in talking about being a family, especially if any of you are if any of you have had children with this person, okay? For some of you, someone could be expecting, but that's not for all of you, so please don't force it to fit. This is going to be extremely specific, only for a very small portion of you. If you've had a child with this person, they could have ignored you through the pregnancy, or they made you feel unwanted. They made you feel like they didn't care, okay? Also, it's giving energy of some type of unexpected event taking place. You're gonna need to tap into self-control, all right? It could be that this person all of a sudden starts ignoring you out of nowhere, or they just come off like they don't care. You're being asked to stay on your throne, whether you're a male or a female. You're currently operating out of divine feminine energy right now. So Spirit wants you to be careful what you are nurturing, because whatever you're putting your energy into, whatever you are putting your time into, whatever you're putting your effort into, it will be fertile. All right? It will grow. You're in some creative energy right now. All right? So yeah, Spirit wants you to continue to be ambitious, to be determined, continue using that willpower. I see a lot of things working in your favor, but it's going to take you to ignore certain people or certain things that no longer serve your highest good. So yeah, someone who has been withdrawn, or someone who may have been ignoring you, may have even made you feel rejected at some point. I see them coming back in with some communication, all right? They're hoping that the two of you will be able to recover. For some of you, this person has been going through some type of sickness, or they could have had to have some type of surgery, and I see them recovering from that. Now, there could be a small portion of you who could be getting over some type of illness, or you may have had to have a surgery and you're recovering from it. For a small portion of you, it could be mental health, where you could have been going through something mentally, but you're getting better, okay? They've been doing some self-reflection, and it's also giving energy of this person contemplating on coming to you to speak their truth. At some point, they just were operating out of low self-esteem, and they didn't feel confident enough to approach you. I still feel like they kind of flip-flop on that. There are times when they want to give you their truth, but there are other times when they decide to let it be what it is because they're worried about making a bad situation worse. For a small portion of you, if this person has been holding back, it's because they're trying to get some type of lie straight. Now, I don't know what that's about, but I see it, so I'm going to say it. They're looking at you as someone who has accepted things for what they are, and you're moving on and you found peace. So regardless of how you're feeling toward this person at the moment, they're viewing you as someone who's content. They are possessive over you, and they're viewing you as someone who's either standing your ground or protecting yourself. I do see them coming in wanting to fight for this, trying to get you to let your guard down. But there's a part of them that kind of views you as their territory, so they feel like you belong to them. Some of you view this person as a liar. You may even feel as though they wasted your time. So you've decided to let things be what they are and move on with your life. For others of you, you are hoping to make a relationship work with this person, but you're tired of carrying the relationship. I feel like every time the two of you take 2 steps forward, you end up taking 8 steps back. This person needs to do their part. They do want to be with you. They do love you, and they feel as though you love them. But there's something about you that really intimidates this person, so it causes them to sabotage the connection. They're needing to work on themselves. They've done some self-reflecting, but they need to do a lot more work. So as of now, I would encourage you guys to focus on whatever you're wanting to accomplish, because I see some really good things coming in for you, especially in regards to money and success. Okay? So be careful in regards to who you choose to put effort into. Some things are just not worth a reaction. All right? So that is the reading, everyone. If you guys resonated with this, or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time. Bye.